Let me welcome you back to the channel. My name's Justin and you're watching Survival Mindset. Today we're going to be looking at an older knife. I just never reviewed it, so today I'm going to give it a review. This is a brand new Tops Knives Silent Hero right here. A really good feeling knife. Now, the first one that they did put out years back ago, they did have the Rocky Mountain tread on this one. Okay, so right now what I have is the G10 Carta handles right here, and they really feel good in the hand. You got total control with this one, so if you got gloves on or big size hands, this one's really gonna do the job for you. The blade length on this one, just the blade only, is 5.75 inches. The overall length on the whole entire knife is coming in at 11.25 inches. This is a 1095 high carbon steel. The blade thickness is extremely thick, and that's coming in at 0.18 inches. I mean, that's some baton action on this knife. It's got excellent thumb jimping right here on the back, and then also you can go over that jimping on this ridge to do your fine detail work with the choil right here. And let me tell you, that choil really feels good in the hand. The blade hardness on this one is coming in at 56, 58 HRC, so very tough. It's a hardened steel, very hardened steel. Now we got a black river wash on this blade, as you can see, and that really pops. Look at the edge on that blade, and the finish is just outstanding with that black river wash that they do provide with it. Now, the handle material I already talked about. They had the Rocky Mountain treads on this one before. This is going to be the smooth micarta on it, and it really feels good in the hand. It works if your hands are sweaty in the summer. Also in the winter, you got snows and rains, your hands really gonna fit and form good to the handle with this one. Now the sheath I got on my hip down here, which I'm gonna back up a little bit. It's just a black leather sheath right here, nothing too fancy. I might get another sheath made for this one because I really like this knife. It's a really good feeling knife. And this, the thickness and the survivability you have with this knife is just incredible. Now, the weight on this knife is a very nice weight. It's only 12 ounces. So 12 ounces, and you got some power. And you know, Tops knives are made in the USA, so it's high quality all the way around, and by a good knife manufacturer out there. We're going to be doing a little bit of field testing with this one. You'll see this knife in a lot of future videos down the line from now. These gloves are really excellent. They're a Condor glove right here. They're a Kevlar glove. Also, they got leather. So leather always tends to grip a knife, an axe, 100% better, or when you're processing wood in any old way or carrying wood. So this is like a dead manzanita right here. So you guys always think I'm chopping down live trees. It looks live, but it's not. I mean, you can almost rip this one out of the ground. It's basically gonna be like bouncing a lot, so I'm gonna be holding it up here on this Y notch right here. What I want to do is just give this a couple chops to see how well it does. I mean, you don't have to go crazy with it or nothing, but I just want to see the chopping capability that Silent Hero has by Tops Knives. And let me tell you, that's got some extreme bite already to it for a 6-inch blade. This is a blade that it's going to be a little bit on the survival end, but it's not a wood processor, it's not a chopper, but as you guys can see, it's really doing a good job. And a lot of times when I'm doing this, especially with this hard manzanita, you always want to wear safety glasses. So here it goes right now. So if you want to see that break off, that's what it looks like. I mean, look at the job it did on that. Look at the thickness. You know, you got your whole blade through that in a heartbeat, even though that end broke off. But that's what I mean. This is a dead tree. If you carve all this stuff out, this is all rotted, eaten by bugs. So let's move on to the next test. I do have a piece of pretty tough wood right here. As you guys can see, the core of it, I mean, that's extremely tough. I don't know how well of a stick I picked, but what we're gonna do is a little bit of choil work, and also with the jimping, the two different styles of jimping it does have. So right now what I'm doing is I'm using the top jimping. There's also the back jimping for your handle work. Your choil work's gonna be up here. And usually this, when you're using gloves, I usually don't like using gloves, because what it does is it eats away at the fingertips. I mean, pretty good, like on the jimping part. See how the thumb's all worn out? So usually I don't wear gloves on this, but today we are. So I mean, that's working out really well. Look at that. I mean, I'm not gonna get feather sticks out of this, but I am gonna get some wood shavings for any kind of fire that I'm making. So here's the choil, guys. That's the choil. Now what I want to do is I want to just use the handle with the jimping right here, not the forward jimping, the back jimping, with no choil. So I barely got, I mean, it feels good, but usually when I'm doing wood like this and I'm doing feather sticks, I like to be choked back with my hand like solid. You know, you get a really good bite, as you guys can see. Look at the bite difference I'm getting. So you're getting a really good bite. I mean, this is tough wood too, but this knife is just going through it like butter, look. And I'm doing this up high off the ground. I would rather have my knife hit here than any kind of rock, you know, or any kind of dirt patch with little pebbles in it. It just really dulls the blade quick, you know. You might as well keep your blade nice for as long as possible. Now I'm running into a notch right there, so if you want to take that notch off, whack, it just went right off. Now take it off a little more, feather that out, and of course I got a knot there. You can take that knot off. Well, let's do it right. Take that knot off like that, and take this off. And I think there was a knot. See, there's another knot. See, this is a really bad stick right here. Really dangerous stick too. And I'm barely doing any kind of work on it. I mean, this handle's really working out good. I have no hot spots whatsoever, and I'm choked all the way back usually when I'm doing my chopping. So got that much room in the front of play, and that's with gloves on. Nice, see? That's looking good too, you know. This is like turn this one into a tent stake or what have you. A pot lifter. Matter of fact, we'll just do a pot lifter out of this one right now. How's that sound? So basically I'll just eat away into this real quick. And it's kind of bouncy here. I missed a couple times where I'm trying to aim, but that's because I'm on a tree right here. So if you want, you can grind this down just a little. And this is going to be a pot lifter. Now, this is the part where you're going to want to use the jimping and the choil to do the detail work, okay? See how I can get in there? I got more control, even though I'm not putting no pressure down on my stick. If you were putting pressure down on your stick, you would have a lot better control. Straight back here now. I mean, this is no fancy pot lifting stick, but they'll get the job done. And there we go. It's looking a little better. Knock this part off. There we go. So this will basically work for any pot that you do want to pick up. So this is a pot lifter right here. So you got a hot fire going. You can knock this part off too to make it a little shorter. You can lift up your pot. You can clean this up a little better, of course. I would be cleaning that up. So yeah, your pot lifter, lid lifter, that's what it looks like. My overall thoughts on the Tops knives, Silent Hero. This one's been around a long time. I really like the knife overall. It really reminds me of the SE number 6. I mean, the size comparison is basically the same. Now, the only thing different is this handle compared to the SE6. Okay, the SE6 is a lot more rounded, a little taller and wider all the way around. This one has, you know, more whip to it. It's got a lot of whip, which is really nice. It's 12 ounces, like I said in the beginning of the video. It's got different points of jimping. It has an excellent choil, a deep choil on that one, all around with really good control. And what I like a lot is this gap in between there. Look how it fits a set of gloves or fingers. I mean, you got this pointer finger in the choil, which this finger is this notched really tight in there for doing all kinds of fine detail work. That's a big bonus. And this knife has a really sharp point to it. It stays sharp. I can see it staying sharp. It's going to be an easy one to sharpen anyhow. It does have a small lanyard hole on it. I don't use lanyard holes hardly at all unless I'm chopping, of course, with big knives. You know, this isn't a chopper. This is more of like the combat, survival knife, camp knife, belt carry knife, along with an axe would go great with this, or a big 12-inch knife or more would go excellent with the Top Silent Hero. But this was this short review, short demo on this knife. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, I highly urge you guys to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. Click like, favorite the video, and if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below in that description box. I really appreciate you guys stopping by every week. My name's Justin, and you're watching Survival Mindset. Peace out.